apart from deepening and widening of global interconnectedness and interdependence, globalization is the increasing economic integration of the world, and the whole process is not new. We can see that the development of technology, faster means of travel, internet, and the machinery of media corporations have brought a collapse of time and space barriers. Moreover, none of us can deny that the pace and scope of globalization has accelerated in recent years to embrace more industries and more countries. So we can say globalization has shrunk the world into a global village and rung the death knell of distance. Changes driven by liberalization of trade and finance, changes in how companies work, and improvement in transport and communications have sped up the process of globalization. Thomas Friedman said that globalization is inevitable and irreversible. The forward march of technology makes it so. Ulrich Beck said that globalization denotes the processes through which sovereign national states are crisscrossed and undermined by transnational actors with varying prospects of power, orientations, identities, and networks. Various autonomous logics of globalization point to the fact that globalization as a whole cannot be reversed. Example, the logics of ecology, culture, economics, politics, and civil society exist side by side and cannot be reduced or collapsed into one another. Rather, each must be independently decoded and grasped in its interdependence. So we will state 7 reasons in brief to put forward our thoughts on why we see globalization as irreversible. 1, the geographical expansion and greater density of international trade, as well as global networking of finance markets, the growing power of transnational corporations or multinational corporations. 2, the ongoing rapid revolution in large measure of information and communications technology, which is likely to continue and not reverse. 3, the universal demand for human rights and international law, also seen in the principle of democracy. 4, the stream of images from global culture industries like Hollywood and Bollywood. 5, the emergence of post-national polycentric world politics in which transnational actors, corporations, non-governmental organizations, intergovernmental organizations like the United Nations are growing in power and number alongside governments working towards a better global governance. 6, the global question of fighting poverty, famine, and freeing the world of HIV/AIDS, which is a global pandemic, and it is being fought as a united front. And 7, the issue of global environmental destruction and global warming being tackled on an international level. In principle, the effects of globalization could be temporarily staggered, as we have seen in World War I and the Great Depression of 1930s, but reversal now would in most areas be impracticable, which countries like North Korea and Burma are gradually realizing. Changes in technology, communications, and global governance, along with the associated spread of knowledge and ideas, are not reversible. Mary Kaldor, who is a professor of global governance from London School of Economics, has said that globalization cannot be reversed. The collapse of communism demonstrated that it's no longer possible to sustain closed societies and to insulate large parts of the world from growing global interconnectedness. And socialism in one country is no longer an option if it ever was. Of course, fundamentalists and deglobalizers may succeed in establishing temporarily closed states, example Iraq or Serbia, but these cannot be sustained and maintain viable economies. They have to be understood as ongoing reactions to rather a reversal of globalization.